Hello, this is a presentation on my final dissertation report with Anglia Ruskin or Arden University. So in this demo, I'm going to demonstrate or show you how the problem that led to this research work. And I will now go to the website to demonstrate the typical activity that the unit or unit scientists go through to have their research database developed by the data department. Actually, the unit hosts series of research projects ranging from clinical trial to observational studies. So when a new project arrives in the unit, the PI works with the data department to develop the research database. So this is a typical activity that a PI will go through, or a research scientist will go through to request service, database development and management services. So they go through the web. This is the unit portal, and this is the section, data management section. They click on this link and it takes them to this other side where you have the unit SOPs for the database development, and that is it. They click on this and now you have all this bunch of SOPs and folders inside each folders, and when you click each of them you have Word documents that they will have to download and then fill out, send it to the data manager. So as you can see, this is too hectic. It involves a lot of clicking, open different opening files, fill it and send it. So basically it takes a lot of time for the PI and is very boring. It's difficult for them, especially for the new scientists who bring new projects. So the work, my dissertation work, actually is meant to address this problem by building an Android application that with back-end database supports, that is going to record all the projects of the unit, all the staff, and also have a module or interface for approving projects. This is the key main function of this. This will be the key main function of the Android app. So in this is the extract from my research report, just to give an overview. The aim is to build Android mobile app that logically link standard operating process to ensure easy adherence to all processes. As I demonstrate on the website, all those folders, each of them are having sub files that PI will have to go through. It's difficult to navigate and get what you want. So the database, the Android app I'm going to develop actually will have three main modules: one for recording staff of the projects, and the recording of the projects and approval of the projects. So the work is actually going to test the possibility of logically linking all the SOPs that we have here on the unit portal here, just to make sure this easy approval or completion of task request is easily carried out without waste of time. So now I'm going to show you how the Android application is going to work, and this is the Android Studio. Now this is the code. I'm going to run it now and show you how it looks. Okay, so I'll click on this. So it's going to take a while. I realize after some time Android Studio takes a lot of time before maybe it's my computer specification, I believe. I'll pause until the application is fully loaded and then continue. Okay, now we continue. The application is almost fully loaded on the emulator. So this is the main interface of the application. It looks like this. So when the application is deployed, you run it, the user runs it. The force button allows the user to read all the stuff of the unit and all the projects, and then approve all of the projects. So the first one, I will take you through the recording of staff. So you click on the button here. So it records the staff first name, last name, staff ID, gender. So now I'm going to enter my information here. I'm recording this from my mobile phone, so it's a bit okay. Oh, sorry. My staff ID now. Let's say this to be the staff ID. Select the gender now, and then click the submit button. So you can see the data is successfully added. So now I will go back to the next button, that is to add projects. So when a new project comes, this is what will have to be done, and likewise a new staff. So also all the existing, when the system is deployed, all the existing staff, the system will read all their information using this in this process by simply going to the add staff button and enter all the staff details, and that will store all the staff whose data is recorded in the system and store it in the back end. So now I'm going to enter the projects now. So these are the project information that it will be collected: the project name, code, start date and end date, and the PI, that is the scientist for the project. So the project name can be anything, BTK, let's say my final year. Project code now will be 1597, for example. The start date is 15th of July 2019, and end date will be 10th of October 2019. And the PI is myself. Just put my initial. And then I click on the button. So that is also successfully added to the backend SQLite database. So now I've added all this. I've added staff and then projects. So now I will, if any projects, let's say development for any projects is at any stage is completed, so the data manager will just simply communicate to the PI, and then the PI from any part of the world will just simply run the application and come to the approval page. Click on the approval, and we'll have to enter the project code, and then, for example, our project code was 1597, and then click on this, select on the approval status from the drop down, and the PI will be selected, and then approve by clicking the submit button. So this is also successfully approved. So once this is done now, it means the PI have approved either the completion or the start of the development task for his or her projects. So this, as you can see, saves us a lot of time, and shows that the objective of the work, the research work, is possible. That is to test, to show that these SOPs can be logically linked with the support of using Android application with back-end database. So in terms of navigation, you can see we are able to navigate from one button to the other to provide various information like the staff, projects, and approval, and then from the entry screen we can easily go back to where, for example, to the main dashboard where we have all the key modules. So unlike the web interface, this was a nightmare. They will have, sometimes they get confused. You don't know what to do at the end. It takes a lot of their time. So the application actually shows that there is a possibility to logically link the unit SOP with the using Android application with back-end database, and also the navigation between forms, for example, is very easy. The application has made that very easy. All we have to do is record staff, the project, and then we approve. So that's the end of the presentation for my work.